Hi, Sorin. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Uh, would you like to speak in German or is English okay?
No, English it's okay. English was my second language, so
Oh,
I
okay.
yes, I started with Romanian humor, and then when I was a little more than 2.5, I was in
Yeah.
a kindergarten which was only in English. But
Oh,
because I'm talking too much German here, I started forgetting my English sometimes.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, but
yeah.
your English is very good. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm trying to do my best.
um, Sorin, tell me about the performance you're doing at the moment. Where are you in Germany?
Yeah, it's in Austria.
Oh, you're in
In
Austria.
Yeah, in Austria, in Burgenland,
Yeah.
and it's in St. Margarethen, and it's a quite famous festival, a really famous festival in Austria, because they always made the first performance in television live,
Yeah.
broadcasted, and I already sang there in 2017 in
Mm.
Rigoletto. I was singing Sparafucile, and I was really in the television
Mm.
broadcasting, and we started a little later because it's in open air and it was raining so much
Ah,
before.
I
Yeah.
see. I see. Yeah.
So normally they have a lot of people in the audience because it's an arena. So it's
Mm.
sort of a smaller version of Verona, let's say, like Arena di Verona,
Oh, I
in a way,
see.
with
Yeah.
less places. And it's not around like in Verona, but it's all around are these huge stones from
Yeah.
which since I don't know 300-400 years, maybe more,
Mm.
people are taking stones from there which are used to build Vienna. So they say that some stones from there are also used to build the Stephansdom in Vienna, the most important.
Really?
Yes, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, that's very special. I didn't
yeah.
know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very famous because of this situation. It's a beautiful natural arena, and
Yeah.
they only put some this stools there. I don't know how many there are, maybe 3,000 or maybe more.
Really?
This
Yeah.
time we are supposed to have like more than 1,000. I don't know how
Oh,
many,
okay. Yeah.
because the Corona rules, they
Yeah.
allow that you do a performance outside, you can have more than 1,000 people in the
Oh,
audience.
okay. Yeah. And do the people have to wear masks or is it open?
Um, I suppose so.
Okay.
But I didn't ask very clear about that. So we are not supposed to singers. Anyway, the singers who are already vaccinated, like me,
Yeah.
we're not supposed to wear a mask.
Mm.
Only the moment where we have to sing a very close scene.
Oh,
And if
okay.
the other person with which we sing very close is not vaccinated, and yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
of all these laws, actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I can say it's going to be a beautiful production
Mm.
with an American producer, Thaddeus Strassberger from America, from the United States of America, and he did a lot of productions, opera production, including with Placido Domingo, including in the L.A. Opera.
Mm.
And the decoration of this Turandot is because I forgot to say it's Turandot, but
Oh, yeah. Oh,
the decoration
I'm so
it's
excited about that. I love that opera.
yeah, it's a
I-
beautiful opera. I love it too,
yeah.
and it's so much inspired by Chinese tradition. So
Mm.
decoration it's inspired from Chinese architecture, and
Oh,
the costumes
wonderful.
are beautiful. Their costumes are done in Milano, in Milan, in Milan, and the producer of the costumes, the designer, is also from Italy, and he worked in many opera houses. He's famous. His
Mm.
name is Palella, so the family name,
Mm.
and he's quite young. And I tried yesterday for the first time my costume, and I was so in love
Really?
from the first moment with this
Really?
costume. Yeah, so just to tell his complete name, just a
Yeah.
second, is Giuseppe Palella.
Okay. Yeah.
And I can't describe everything because maybe we have to skip a little secret.
Oh, okay.
But I saw yesterday also the costumes of Turandot, which is opera star singing by our productionist Martina Serafin, an opera
Yeah.
star from Austria.
Yeah.
And she has beautiful costumes. I mean, I was
Really?
like, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I think it will be for the audience, because in the, it's always this situation people are telling about, we don't like modern productions, we
Yeah.
would like to have something classical. And here it is classical, but we have a lot of new elements like projections,
Really?
like very special, very special lights and very special effects on the stage. So,
But the overall look, is it the costumes and so, is it very traditional? Is it very classical, or is it very modern?
it's very classical, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So in the
I love
classical
that.
Chinese tradition, yeah,
Yeah.
and beautiful colors, and
Yeah.
yeah, but in a way it's original also. Like, well, I can't describe everything, but people will see how it is.
Yeah. Will there be live streamings of the opera?
It will be in television, I suppose, yeah, because this is a tradition from the Austrian television that they send the first performance live.
Oh,
in
okay. Yeah.
And I am in the second cast, but I'm still very happy to do this.
To do
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
But is this the first time back for you, or did you do a previous performance?
Oh, yeah. So I had a huge luck this season because especially exactly when I was supposed to sing Turandot in the Volksopera in Vienna, and that had been canceled completely. I got an invitation because I got free. I had nothing anymore in that moment. It was in February, March, supposed to be. And exactly in that period, I got an invitation to make my debut in the Scala in Milan.
Oh, wonderful.
In the huge.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. And how was that to be back on stage?
It was on stage of Scala. It was unfortunately without an audience.
Oh, okay.
But we had, we had people from the how do you say, the press people in the audience. They were allowed to be there with masks, and I think they were also tested for COVID-19. And I don't know how many there were, but I suppose at least 20 people from the press. Yeah, and it was very special because this huge Richard Strauss orchestra, because it was Salome from Richard Strauss. This huge orchestra was in the place where before was the parterre. The people were sitting in the parterre. The parterre chairs were away, and the whole parterre was now with orchestra because they had to have distance. And the conductor was on the other side of the orchestra, so it was even more farther that the situation when you have the orchestra and the orchestra pit.
And how was that?
But,
I mean,
it was very good because we had this television. I mean, he had a camera on him, and we could see him in this television on the right and on the left side of the stage. And we had a lot of rehearsals because it was a new production. We rehearsed like from the middle of January to a little before the premiere, which was on the 20th of February.
Oh, okay. But this is amazing for me how the theaters just adapted to the situation, and how everybody just find solutions how to do this. It's incredible how they did it, the theaters.
Well, I think a lot of theaters did this program, special programs. These are my dogs, sorry. They want to say. And a lot of theaters realized that they cannot stay like that for months and months and have no culture for the audience and no program. And they also have a lot of payments for the orchestra, for the choir, for everybody. And they realized, and all the people working in a theater, which are hundreds of people, and they realized this could be a solution from which surely they didn't get so much money, but at least they keep these people working and they could pay them salaries. I mean, it was a very good solution. And sure, they had to reduce from, I don't know, per month 20 performances to 4 or 5 performances, or maybe maximum 10 performances.
Yeah. But
which
you know,
was
and yeah, and also artists and singers like yourself, you take so good care of yourself, because of course your body and your voice and everything already, you know, that if you get a flu or if you get ill, then it's of course it affects your job. So artists already took much good care of themselves, and that was also a positive for theaters, you know, that you took the responsibility on yourselves as well, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think many people are talking bad about wearing the mask the whole time,
Mm.
which we also did in a lot of rehearsals, not the whole rehearsals. I mean, the last rehearsals were without a mask. But I realized since the moment we started wearing these masks, which is already February last year or something,
Mm.
no, end of February, March last year,
Yeah.
2020, that I don't get sick so much. I mean, actually not at all. So I had
Yeah.
not even a cold in all this
Mm.
time, which is a good situation. I mean, well, we all know that in Asia, people used to wear these masks since many years. I don't know how many, maybe 20, 30 years already.
Mm.
And I realized that it helps, it can help.
Yeah. Mm.
And anyway, for me, for example, if somebody, so a friend, a cousin of my mother, she loves Milan, and she said, "Oh, you must go there and visit this beautiful place and visit the other beautiful place." And I said, "Yeah, well, maybe I should do it next time," because I want to protect myself. I said, "I don't want to take her." Because then you jeopardize the whole situation
Exactly.
and your colleagues and the whole company. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
So I said I rather stay home. I went only sometimes to walk outside with a mask, or surely I had to go to buy something to eat also. But I was very careful the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also, the other day I had this conversation with my daughter, because everybody now wants to go out and they want to do parties and all. And I said, you know, we just have to sit this out a little bit longer and be patient, because it will, you know, benefit everybody, that we don't just now go back suddenly to just do everything again. And as like you say, you know, you have to think of the people around you as well. But now in the time of lockdown, of course, you couldn't sing, and I know for singers, you know, you probably practice a lot and sing a lot, and your voice, you use your voice a lot. Can you feel the difference in this time, that you really could rest your voice? Can you see a difference in the sound of your voice?
Yes, sincerely, I do. Because I sang, sometimes I was studying, and then I realized, okay, now I can take my time, I can take a break, and then I sing for example, I sing on Monday, then I have 2 days break, and I sing on Thursday again, and it's another situation. But I mean, I can't realize so well, because I was like 16 years fixed in ensemble, first of the Volksopera in Vienna and then of the State Opera, and both of them also a long time I sang in both of them. And there was a totally different situation. You were supposed to sing almost every day, and to be almost every day prepared. Maybe I have to jump in a performance, maybe I have to jump in a rehearsal, and and now it's a different situation. But I think for singers which are freelancers, it's almost the same situation, because not all the people which are freelancers, they have every month a contract. Maybe they have some breaks, 1 month break, and then they have the next contract for 2 months, and then they have 3 months break. You never know. We have so many singers. I don't know how many thousands of singers. That's why not everybody gets to work every day and every month.
And now when you sing, for example, this concert outside, do you have to do different preparation, and does it affect your voice, the open air?
Well, when I first sang there, I didn't sing. It didn't seem to me to affect my voice, because well, the temperature, it's very good in that place. It's normally a little bit windy, so it's not this kind of air who sits there and doesn't move, which is not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, well, when we rehearse many times in the full sun, because there's no other possibility. We don't have a cover on the stage, over the stage. And then we have to protect ourselves. We have to wear something on the head and drink more water, or just have some bonbons to humidify the throat and the mouth. Yeah, it's not. It is not the same as the evening, because in the evening we start. In June we start at 20:30 in the evening, so 8:30 p.m. And then in August, not in June, in July, sorry. And in August we start at 8 o'clock, and that's already, the sun is already on the other side of these huge stones. So we have almost no sun on the stage at that moment.
And so is that then better for your voice?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I think the thing could make you very tired, or the voice a bit tired. It's if you sing the whole time, like 3 hours in the sun. That will be really a little too much, which doesn't happen. Here.
So tell me, do you have a performance ritual? What is your day like before a performance?
Well, let's say there are many rituals, but I try to make them less and less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like let's say closer to the performance, I have to be at least 1 hour before the performance there at the place, at least 1 hour. But considering now that I have to turn myself in a quite old man, so like I'm under 50, but I have to look like over 60, or maybe or 70, I don't know exactly. And I have to be there at least 2 hours before the performance, so that I get my makeup in, and and then after the makeup I can start singing, because I always start singing after I have the wig and everything, so I see like it sounds. And then I start warming the voice. And then in the morning of the performance, I also warm my voice in the morning, like not too much. It depends of the role. From some roles, I warm it 1 hour in the morning with breaks. So no, not 1 hour continuously. I just start in 1 hour and I sing for 5 minutes, then I make a break, then I sing for 10 minutes. Yeah. And depending of the role, like for this role, I would probably sing for a half hour in the morning maximum.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then when I get to the performance, then the voice is already worked on, so it's prepared to get directly on the stage and sing. And I forgot to say specific of this productions in San Margarethen. It's called the Opera in the Quarry, actually, in English.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have microphones, which are microphones which help the acoustics. But the acoustics very good. I mean, when we rehearse now, we rehearse at the beginning without the microphones, we still can hear our voices very well. So that the voice comes back. Yeah, because all around is tone. All around. So the voice comes back very well, returns very well.
And when you sing with these microphones, do you have to sing softer, or do you just do they regulate the sound?
I think it won't be very good to sing too loud, to exaggerate.
Yeah.
Because they really help very well. And they have a lot of loudspeakers in the audience. And they have also loudspeakers on the stage. So it doesn't matter where you sit or stay on the stage, you still can hear your voice returning very well.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to the microphones also.
Yeah. So just give the dates again. When are the performances?
So the premiere is on the 14th of July.
Yeah.
I see the second performance on the 15th of July. And there are 16 performances.
Oh, wow.
With breaks, more or less breaks in between. And the last performance is on the 21st of August.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
But now tell me a very important question. What do the dogs do when you sing?
Well,
Do they enjoy that?
Fidelio, yeah, Fidelio, it's 10 years old. He just turned
Yeah.
10 years old, the 30th of May.
Yeah.
And he never have a tendency to sing with me when I sing.
Oh, okay.
But because I wanted them to, I mean, him and Soleil, unfortunately,
Yeah.
Soleil is not anymore here. I wanted them to be calm. I used to give them some leckerlis, as you call them in German.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
dog sweets.
Yeah.
And they are very, very, how they say, they listen to me, they don't do anything. And when I finish or when I make a break, they want to have the sweets.
Oh,
So
is it?
but the youngest one, the Vini, he's a
Really?
little more than 2 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, he wants to sing with me. So he wants
Oh,
really to.
sweet. Oh,
Yeah.
that is so sweet.
So many times I have to laugh because it sounds so funny as he tries to sing. Yeah, yeah. And he particularly likes when people sing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it maybe in his previous life it was a singer.
Or a singing dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, circus singing dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, and Tiffany doesn't have so big reaction. I mean, she likes also singing when we sing. She's quite excited, but she doesn't try to sing at least. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how the dogs react on that, you know, on the voice. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's also the situation that so if somebody sings pop music, it's softer. And they
oh,
don't have,
yeah,
I mean, he doesn't have this reaction that he wants to wow, the bark or to
yeah,
sing.
yeah.
He doesn't enjoys it. But if I sing opera is, let's say, has some different frequencies, you know.
Yeah.
So like, you know, so Michael, he used to sing musical many, many years ago. And sometimes, very often, he still sings musical pieces.
Yeah.
And Vini is like, oh my God, and he wants to
Oh,
give him a kiss.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's also a reaction to that sound.
Yeah. The different reaction.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know how the dogs actually realize this music and this vocal music.
Yeah. We realized that Lily doesn't like Neil Armstrong voice. Yeah, when we play jazz music, then she just doesn't like Neil Armstrong's voice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We don't know why.
Yeah.
But tell me, Sorin, how did you start in music? How did you start singing?
Oh, that was a very long story. My father and my mother brought me, actually only my mother was in the audience when I was 6 years old to see Valkyrie, so the Valkyria in the Romanian opera in Bucharest, because I'm from Bucharest. And they thought it's a beautiful story because it is a story could be also for children. I mean, it's a little, well, too much for children, let's say. But I remember that I saw the whole story and I was sitting in the audience for all these 4.5 hours, which for a 6 years old child is a lot. And that was the first time I had a contact with opera. And I did really like it. And I always kept telling my mother I would like to go to sing in the children's choir. And then I went when I was a little before 12 to a children's choir who short time after I was admitted in the choir and they really liked my voice and said, wow, because I had like 2.5 octaves or something. I mean, a huge voice for a child. And they still, I can hear Lily also. Is commenting, and I started. They moved very short afterwards at the Romanian Opera in Bucharest, so the State Opera in Bucharest.
Yeah.
And we did operetta for children, like musicals for children, more musicals than operetta. Like one of them was called The Story of Peter Pan.
Yeah.
but it was composed by a Romanian composer and had nothing to do with Disney. It was a special, production for Romania. And then we did other musicals for children, inspired from important literary operas. Like one was called Cosette, from Cosette, from Les Miserables. One was called Cuore, from Cuore by Edmondo de Amicis.
Oh yeah.
And one was a famous children opera, which is the Little Sweep from Benjamin Britten. The Little Sweep. Yeah. And that one I sang it many times, because we went also in a tour at the Black Sea for a whole summer, and we had performances every day, like even twice a day. Yeah, that was the beginning. Yeah, and then I couldn't stay so many years in this choir because my voice changed, and I was maybe 3 years. And with 16 and a half, I think I started already studying as a bass baritone. So the same voice I have now. And I gave the first concerts with small arias and songs a little after 17. I think I was 17 and a half. And with 18 and a half, I was already in the music academy in Bucharest. Yeah. So it's a long time already.
Yeah, but did I read somewhere that your voice, you have you can sing bass and bass baritone?
Yes, yeah. That was the situation. Yeah, I had fixed contracts, for example, in Luzern Theater in Switzerland, and in this theater was the first time I sang in parallel Zarastro, which is a deep bass voice from the magic flute, and in the same time with the Flying Dutchman, the Dutchman. So that was the moment I realized I can sing at the same time baritone, bass baritone, or baritone bass, let's say, and deep bass, and that went like that until now.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And now
I
you
sing
don't.
Yeah.
And now
well, not
sorry.
like Zarastro, I sang it almost more than 60 times in my career.
Really?
And the Dutchman like 15 times, and then I sang also Scarpia from Tosca, which is also baritone, and yeah, a big mixture of everything.
But do the voice change? So if you sing bass, is it still possible for you, or does your voice change when you don't sing the roles so much?
I think if I don't sing a bass role, then I concentrate more on the high part of my voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, for example, now, because this role I sing, the Timur in Turandot, it's rather a high bass part. There's almost nothing to sing in the low part of my voice. I concentrate a lot on the high part of my voice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if the next role I sing it will be Zarastro, then I have to change the way I prepare the voice. Yeah.
Oh, I see. And how long does it take for you to prepare your voice like that? If it's a change, if it's a change from bass to bass baritone?
Normally a couple of days. I don't need too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe when I was younger, I needed more, but now I know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
The experience is there, and yeah, it's easier to do it now.
Okay,
yeah.
But Sorin, this was so lovely to talk to you, and thank you again for singing for me through your window in lockdown. That was so wonderful, and I just loved your voice.
Big pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And and toi 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 for the performances, and I'm going to try and see if I can see on if they televise it. I'll find out when do they televise it, because it would be lovely to see. I would love to see the production. And
unfortunately I'm not in the television one, but in the second cast, and I'm very happy. There's no problem.
Yeah.
You can do always the first cast. It could be once
No.
the first cast and the second cast.
Yeah. No, that's true.
But you should look at it because it will be beautiful.
I would, yeah. Is it the first time this production is done with the new costumes? Because you said it was a new designs.
Yes, the production was actually supposed to be last year, but because of the Corona situation, they had to postpone it to this year. And and this was also my luck, because at the beginning was somebody else in this role who couldn't come now.
Okay.
I got this huge luck to be asked if I can do this, and I immediately said yes. Because I also was lucky that I had nothing in this period. I could also always do something else, and said no.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I wouldn't say that's luck. Maybe that's just how it was supposed to be.
Exactly, like the destiny wanted to be. I always say you don't have to change the destiny. You just have to wait the destiny to come for you.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's true. But have a lovely afternoon, and thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you. I thank you very much for the invitation and for talking to me, and also for filming me and photographing.
Oh no, that was
photographing all of us.
Yeah, well, and it was so lovely to see the doggies as well.
Thank you.
We should have a doggy party with Lily and the 3 doggies.
Yeah, it could be fun. Yeah, because my 2 boys, Fidelio and Vini, they love girls. So
Lily loves a boy. Yeah, Lily is a real flirt. Yeah, she loves the boy.
Okay, and they don't like big dogs; they like small dogs. So.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to arrange a party. Okay, Sorin, have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you. The same to you. The same to you.
And hope to see you one day soon.
Hope to. I hope it too.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye.